what about a book? And then I put an Easter egg on the book.
Today you will discover all the Easter eggs I've found throughout the entire era of the Tortured Poets department, absolutely all of them. The Easter eggs began on the night of the 2024 Grammys. And we should have known it from that look on her face. When Taylor's website had a glitch that everyone mistook for Reputation Taylor's version. Later that night, we saw her on the red carpet with a necklace similar to Clara Bow's, marked at midnight. And a dress similar to the one she wore in Fortnight. Taylor uses the image of Clara Bow, an actress and the it girl of the 1920s. She compares the actress's story and the dangers she faced with the current situation of women who work and live under the spotlight. In the album teaser, you can see how we left the Midnight's room with all the glitter pens left on the table. From the beginning, Taylor hinted that there wouldn't be any upbeat songs by leaving fountain pen as an Easter egg, referring to the lyrics of the prophecy. All this about glitter gel pen, quill pen, and fountain pen was explained by Taylor once.
I have, in my mind, secretly established genre categories for lyrics I write.
In this teaser, we also see a room with everything doubled, which was already preparing us for a double album. The epilogue of the album is Taylor acting as if she were in a trial and we were the jury, with her declaring temporary insanity before the court.
No! 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 No!
It's important to read this epilogue so you have better context and perspective on the album and don't take some aspects too literally. For example, some fans believe she wants to get back with the person who inspired a song.
Oh, come on.
When in reality, Taylor is closing a chapter in her life. As she herself says, and so I was out of the oven, referring to a long relationship, and into the microwave, a short relationship. In summation, it was not a love affair. It was a mutual manic phase. It was self-harm. Taylor liked a fan's Instagram post about how the last song of Midnight's, Hits Different, connects with the first song of the Tortured Poets department, Fortnight.
Where have they come to take me away? I was supposed to...
She also revealed that the music video for Fortnight isn't about a specific theme, but is a mashup of all the songs on the album.
Oh, good. Oh, I like hearing that.
Taylor appears with handcuffs as mentioned in I'm Gonna Get You Back. The pills she takes say forget him with her birthday and the album release date. She also wears a Victorian morning dress, similar to what her dancers wore in the My Tears Ricochet performance. Ethan Hawke and Josh Charles, actors from Dead Poets Society, appear in the video. A black dog appears. Taylor undergoes electroshock therapy, which is a highly effective treatment for depression, particularly severe depression. Before the album's release, she left several Easter eggs like this cryptic message saying we hereby conduct this post-mortem, which is the lyric from the song How Did It End? And many more Easter eggs in the Tortured Poets department library, which she made in collaboration with Spotify. For example, a frozen clock, timed at 2 a.m. This was the same time she released the second part of the album, the anthology. This relates to rigor mortis. This usually happens 2 hours after death. By the way, she had already hinted that this would be the real name of the double album in an Instagram post.
Whoa, slow down, egghead.
These were the letters she left in the library, all presented as the manuscript. One less temptress, one less dagger to sharpen from the albatross. Even statues crumble if they're made to wait, from the prophecy. Taylor added a statue of Artemis, Diana, goddess of childbirth, fertility, chastity, hunting, and the moon. The original statue collapsed while waiting to be shipped to London in the 6th century due to years of neglect. There's a book for each song on the first album, Us, written in a book we first saw in the Tortured Poets library, and later in the Fortnight music video, referencing her song with Gracie Abrams.
I was like, what I wrote a book and then I put an Easter egg on the book.
The vase with puzzles is called the Gramian's line puzzle and is known for being very difficult to solve. The globe has a pin in Florida. The tree from How Did It End? This cage could refer to Fresh Out the Slammer, but also to Guilty as Sin. 72 boxes, with 6 open. 72 months equate to 6 years, which was the amount of time Taylor and Joe were together before they split. The rose from Beauty and the Beast, as a reference to the lyrics of Clara Bow. In this photo, Taylor has some calla lilies, which are the flowers used to represent 6-year wedding anniversaries. Moreover, there's a poem from 1934 called The Lake, with the famous quote, "The calla lilies are in bloom again. Such a strange flower, suitable to any occasion. I carried them on my wedding day, and now I place them here in memory of something that has died." This is a reference to Taylor's relationship with Joe, a long relationship where the norm is to move on to the next big step in life, but it didn't happen. And as she speaks of the death of the relationship on this album, in songs like So Long London, LOML, or How Did It End, as something that died, that's buried. These flowers represent both situations at once. Taylor was giving Easter eggs through her clothing. All 2 pinks. Taylor's friend Emma Stone is credited on the song Florida. In the presentation of the man, there were typewriters, so Taylor was already giving us clues. These are the Easter eggs found in songs. Hate It Here and The Prophecy start the same, with a countdown.
Quick, quick, tell me. I just don't understand.
The Black Dog was recorded on May 18, 2023, 6 weeks after her breakup with Joe. The title I'm Going to Get You Back plays with the double meaning of the phrase, which can refer both to getting revenge and to rekindling a relationship. It has similarities with Labyrinth. And with the intro of Somebody to Love by 1975. In Cassandra, Taylor refers to her phone being filled with snakes, referring to when they tried to cancel her in the 2016 hate train. Taylor makes direct references to the mythological figure and possible allusions to people who have wronged her. In Greek mythology, Cassandra is a Trojan princess who receives the gift of prophecy from the god Apollo. However, upon rejecting Apollo, he corrupts her power with a curse so that no one believes her prophecies. Cassandra and Mad Woman could be cousins.
I was in my new house placing daydream.
In So High School, Taylor mentions, "Are you gonna marry, kiss, or kill me?" which is a reference to this interview Travis Kelce had in 2016.
Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry. Kill, marry, kiss.
And then Taylor Swift would be the kiss.
In the official lyric video on YouTube, if you look closely, you'll notice that the letters TK and TS are in a very light pink tone. And the letter O is slanted like a football.
All 2 pinks.
In So High School, Taylor mentions the honor of the Scouts, and she was a Scout as a child. Although this lyric has a double meaning. She also mentions, "Get my car door, isn't that sweet?" which is a reference to Travis always holding the door for her. The Alchemy has the right tempo for hand CPR.
All 2 pinks.
In The Alchemy, she mentions "I circle you on the map," making references to this joke Travis made on his podcast.
This one is a TikTok from Jax Writes Songs with the caption, "He needs to calm down."
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa! I did not expect that.
Oh my goodness.
Put this right in the middle right here. Piece of gum.
Dude, what?
Dude,
Oh.
he is a well-known athlete. That was great. That was so good.
I love how they had the countdown.
How did the picture get on there?
She put me on the map.
How dare
she
you?
put me on the map right there in the video.
On the Bridge of the Alchemy, Taylor describes the Chiefs' victory in the Super Bowl. In the Alchemy lyric video, in the part where it says, he jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E, the word changes. And it's track 15. Coincidence? And how did it end? Taylor references a children's song, which says, sitting in a tree, Kissing.
Lisa and Jesse sitting in a tree, Kissing. Shut up!
First comes love, then comes,
She changed the ending of this song to a tragic one. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart official lyric video on YouTube shows the Eras tour and how she was going through a breakup that we didn't know about until the media reported it. But the visuals don't feel like visuals, but rather like a music video as it emphasizes the emotions and pain behind it. In I Can Do It With a Broken Heart, Taylor changes from he said he'd love me all his life, but that life was too short, to he said he'd love me for all time, but that time was quite short. Because the first one is Joe and the second one is Maddie. Her heart was broken twice. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart and Mastermind share similarities. So Long London has an intro very similar to Call It What You Want.
My castle crumbled overnight.
In So Long London, she references You're Losing Me. The American Red Cross reacted to the CPR line in So Long London with, excuse me? You did what? But is also similar to Death by a Thousand Cut. I Look in People's Windows shares melodies with Death by a Thousand Cuts.
Saying goodbye is death by a thousand cuts. Flashbacks we can.
The song The Tortured Poets Department is entirely ironic. Many don't understand it. She's mocking her muse.
You left your typewriter at my apartment.
And I was sitting next to a guy using a typewriter.
Who uses typewriters anyway?
Using a typewriter is not a crime.
Then she mentions Dylan Thomas,
I laughed in your face and said, you're not Dylan Thomas.
who was a famous Welsh poet with a life of excesses, living in the Chelsea Hotel, a very famous hotel known as a place where artists stay and seek inspiration.
I'm not Patti Smith.
Patti Smith, a singer, songwriter, and poet, also stayed at the Chelsea Hotel. Basically, in the song, Taylor says, we're not tortured poets, this isn't the legendary Chelsea Hotel, we're modern idiots. In The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, Taylor starts the song with a tired sigh just like in You're Losing Me.
Was any of
In LOML, at 1:21, you can hear Taylor say, you low down boy, which sounds very similar to London Boy. Amy means beloved. To me, this is not an accident, but part of the sarcasm. Many don't understand why Taylor dedicates this song to Kim Kardashian, and not to Kanye. But what they may not know is that Kim helped Kanye record the infamous Call. She edited and uploaded it to Twitter. Kim willingly assisted in the creation of Kanye's Revenge and shared it on social media. I'm sure Taylor has several songs referencing Kanye, but this song is for Kim because she's the one trying to erase history now.
It's what she deserves.
But Daddy I Love Him is a song where Taylor speaks to anyone who wants to control her private life and tell her who to love. For me, Daddy I Love Him was born when they tried to control her life for dating Maddie Healy, who has a very controversial public life. Not just the press in general, but her fans, her Sarahs and Hannahs, but especially when an anonymous Twitter account tried to put Taylor in conservatorship for it, on May 17, 2023.
You stop it.
In the lyric video of Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, when she says, "So tell me everything is not about me, but what if it is, it's the last line to go." Just as in the part where she says, "Then say they didn't do it to hurt me, they did, it's the last part to go." Basically, Taylor is answering these questions in the same video. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me has similarities to the sound of Mirrorball. In the song Peter, Taylor repeats the chorus 3 times, and it's no coincidence. In Peter Pan, basically Peter meets Wendy, they have adventures together, and when he returns, he tells her he will visit again, but this never happens. The same thing happens with Jane, Wendy's daughter, and also happens with Margaret, Wendy's granddaughter. Taylor repeats the chorus 3 times, one for each generation. In the lyric video, after Taylor sings that the woman sitting at the window turned off the light, the screen remains black with the rest of the lyrics, to demonstrate it. In the lyric video of The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, the song lyrics appear as declassified documents. Just as she mentions in the song. Robin is the name of Aaron Dessner's son. The Tortured Poets Department, Easter eggs in the Eras tour. The choreography of I Can Do It With a Broken Heart mimics the entire Eras tour, as it's about having a broken heart while the show must go on. In the choreography of So High School, it includes all of Taylor's reactions during the games she attended, and all the dancers are mimicking Travis' touchdown celebration dance. All too pinks. During So High School, Taylor set the stadium lights just like in the lyric video. In the presentation of The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, Taylor marches with a white flag raised, representing surrender, dialogue with the enemy, truce. This refers to the Great War, but it also recalls the lines from You're Losing Me and the Great War. But she doesn't get a truce. She starts receiving attacks represented by the red light, yet she sings, meaning she fights until the end but loses the war. Then she is picked up from the floor because despite everything, the show must go on. In an interview with iHeartRadio, Taylor revealed that Down Bad has an alien abduction metaphor. And we could see it reflected in the presentation of Down Bad at the concert.
That was stunning.
If you've made it this far, thank you very much. I invite you to subscribe to my channel and discover more Easter eggs and the best moments of the Eras tour. Bye. All too pinks.